Hello bros and welcome to SFX0 BroFive production in the part of Sakura Dungen. And I'm waiting for the game to start up. Start corner right here. And we're gonna load in where we left off. Let's see which save that was. That one. What? What's happening here? Oh yeah. We stand before the gate. Chair seems to shiver for a moment. I just felt a chill then. I don't know why though. It's okay, I felt it too. The folks are even more frightened now. They all hide behind the tamer's legs. Now, everyone. She kneels down to the height and begins to pet them. You've all been really good. I'm sure we can work together to beat whoever is waiting on the other side. There's no doubt that there is a terrible force on this floor. I would say that it's outwardly too. Now that you mention it, it does feel that way. This is a bit disturbing. The completely flat tone she uses seems to irk Sherry. How can you say that with no emotion at all? The Spearwar just shrugs. Not much surprised me after spending so long down here. You two are not the only ones who have noticed. There's an intense amount of magic in the room ahead. It feels hostile as well. Whoever our powerful presence is, they're just beyond this door. What does it mean if I can feel this presence as well? Your ability to perceive the presence of other magical beings is usually measured by the capacity to use magic itself. But in some cases, when magic is extremely concentrated, even those with no magic ability can feel it. I think you can guess what that means. Right. I was expecting Silver to say something about Cher's incapabilities with magic, but even she was staying quiet. She knows full well that whatever is waiting for us beyond this door will be a terrifying opponent. Cher looks at the door apprehensively. Do you think that we are strong enough to be able to beat what's lying on the other side? I'm not sure yet. As you said before, we do not have to rush into this room. It's best that we take our time and prepare before we enter here. Agreed. I always thought I'm willing to trust your judgment. If you think we're strong enough, then I will gladly follow you inside. I appreciate your faith in me, Sherry. I always have faith in you, Yumi. Always. Now that we know the door is here, we can come back at any time we like. So let's just see what decisions I will make. I never be one that not take a chance in the beginning. I always like to take my chances. So, oh, this is a throne room. A throne room? Whoever has taken residence in here has grand taste. You didn't build this yourself. Not at all. I do not like the feeling of this place. I can feel dark magic at work. Should we back out for now? But she goes silent as well, as we all look towards the throne. Oh, a succubus! So these are the ones who have been causing all this trouble. A succubus. A strong succubus at that. So that is what this feeling was. You seem familiar with my kind, folks. Well, let's hear the info about succubuses. Succubuses are sexual creatures that draws power from having sex with people. Well, that's pretty much a correct description whether they get the power. You seem familiar with my kind, Fox. She gives a smile which only shows teeth. So tell me, what business does a fox spirit such as yourself have with this dungeon? And more importantly, for what purpose are monsters and humans working together? A dark elf friend with you makes this even more bizarre. I have heard that they never leave the elven metropolis these days. Let's just say that we have shared interest in this dungeon. What? No, not going to give a grand speech about your motives? Maybe protecting the land, wanting to prove yourself, something along those lines? What about you, human? Anything you want to say? She certainly is playing this up. I was never really one for speeches. That was something I let the other party members do. Oh, so you really are an adventurer. This is making me very, very curious. Although they are still frightened, the foxes have rallied around the tamer. Oh no, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be playing on the lower levels with those dumb animals of yours? You should never underestimate the power of overwhelming numbers, succubus. And what is this? A witch is working with you? Do you even know what powers they consult with? My power is my own. I will use it whatever way I please. And right now I think I will use it to impale you on a glacier. Yeah, I like that. The spare warrior just looks her up and down. Overseers are certainly impressive. Again, what the same flat tune. The succubus eyes settle on Sylvie. You also make me curious. She looks at both of them with hungry eyes. You both also look like very fine meal. What? Aren't succubus supposed to go after men? We have preferences too. And you fit my preferences perfectly. Yeah, actually succubus can draw power by having sex with women or males. Doesn't matter. As does the dark elf. I will not submit to the likes of you, succubus. How haughty. I like them that way. She turns back to Sherry. So why do you abandon the petty little fox and have some fun with me? I am afraid I can't do that. How disappointing. Very well. For seemingly nowhere, she pulls out a wicked looking blade. Flames then fall to surface and radiating terrible heat. What is with monsters and setting the sword on fire in this dungeon? She resisted. And she does seem to do most, but let's use combust. Oh, she's level 17, but I think I can defeat her. Time to turn things up a bit. Her power is overflowing. Oh, damn, she got a lot stronger. Ow. Okay. I think I'm gonna fail this. Oh, come on, let me hit! Oh, come on! She just got weakened. No. Fire slash. Damn it. Let me hit. This isn't fair. That could have went better. And still it doesn't have full health, so if I do that, now she should have, maybe not. Now she has full health, everyone has a full AP. Let's save here again. Let's try to defeat her one more time. I'll skip. Come back. Right, quick up spike. Time to turn things up. So after I've taken down about half her health, she becomes immediately stronger. That's right. Got it. Why does she heal? I can't heal, so why should she be allowed to heal? Not fair. And then, games don't allow you to heal. Oh, come on! Oh, come on! If I can't heal, she shall not be able to heal. Because I know I can defeat them. Actually, I got her down to not too much health. Yeah, that's where I am. That is unfair, for God's sake. She allowed to heal, I am not. Let's check the full map. There's one way we haven't walked, and that too, so yeah. No shortcuts? Yeah. A way to make us considerably stronger, so we can complete something in level 17. I think we just have to keep walking around the dungeon and pretty much leveling up. You could try to capture some new monsters. Like this one. Let's guard this time. Damn it. Captured! At last! She was not easy to capture, but I have a feeling that she will be a great companion. Where exactly did she come from, Fox? I cannot say. She must be some sort of warrior spirit of some kind. Either way, this seems to like her, Sherry. She is the most normal looking monster I have seen in here so far. It would be nice to have someone like that when we go deep into the dungeon. I feel that you will get along with her. Yumi, can we simply leave this out behind? I'm afraid not, Sherry. Any companion is a worthwhile companion down here. So she has to stay, for we need as many allies as possible. 50 mana shards. Let's check the map again. Oh, if I just could capture this one. Damn it, she avoided it. No. Will not work. Damn it. I couldn't learn Sylvie capture. That would work. Oh, come on! Oh, what the fuck? Oh, come on! Oh, no, it's messing with me. I'm going up. Yes. Bit by bit I stroll past the holding cells. The person who I am going to visit today is an interesting one. I will not be able to help but ask her many questions. She is practicing in her cell right now, playing around with that two-handed blade. So you are my captor. Know that you have dampened my fighting spirit. She continues to practice with her blade, swinging it over and over again. That's the last thing I want, warrior. Tell me, what are you meant to be? I'm a spirit of battle. War and valor are my creds. So how did a spirit of battle end up inside this dungeon? You're a naturally drawn source of conflict. The Dungeon Lord is preparing for war, and so we answered the call. What of you? What intention do you have inside that dungeon? I'm planning to make it my own. Highly ambitious. I have not seen her myself, but the Dungeon Lord is rumored to be very powerful. Are you sure you can do it? I'm not sure of anything, but I'm determined to try anyway. Which is why I'm here to negotiate with you. Negotiate with me? You wish to recruit me to your cause or something? Exactly. I need a strong allies for the battle ahead. So Spirit of War, what will you do? She seems to be smiling to herself. Fighting against all odds, turning on the Dungeon Lord, whom is thought to be unbeatable. What a challenge. I'm inspired by you folks. With a great pleasure I pledge my blade to your service. I'm delighted to hear that. The warrior has joined your party. Now let's see here. Oh wait. Let's see. She's level 12. Well, I think it's time to take away the cat. But she's in level 12, so she's gonna be the second one. Not much. Nothing in town. Let's go to the shops. There's a war out there that needs to be fought. Surely you can show me some alternatives of a battle-hardened veteran? I'm sorry, but I cannot make it any cheaper than it is. Then perhaps I could persuade you with my blade. If there's one thing I cannot tolerate, it's threats made towards my subordinates. Perhaps I should teach this warrior a lesson. I would like to see how the shopkeeper deals with it, because I bet she could kick her ass easy, but I don't tolerate things like that, so I would really teach her a lesson. Quite frankly, no one speaks my soldiers like that. Tell me, warrior, what do you need cheap goods so badly? How is it any of your business? Well, I must be fairly important, because trying to intimidate my shopkeepers is bad. Bad idea. I cast a spell to summon my subordinates. Cheryl looks around for a moment, dazed. What happened just then? Sorry, there's no time to explain. Interesting. That battle decide our fate. Wait, I'm fighting? My night ducks below a blade. Come on, Fox, I was relaxing. Nothing can be done about it now. She can't beat me here. "22 murder shots." Yeah, that's what happens. After our fight, the warrior were thoroughly defeated. She still looks back. Definitely, however. Damn you. She looks down at her torn clothes. What an embarrassing defeat. Perhaps what you need isn't lower prices, but the resentment of what you're doing with your life. I'm a warrior spirit. Battle is all I know. With all the time you have spent trashing my shopkeeper, you could have been practicing battle, you know. If you're going to rely on excessive healing items or petty little pebbles to win your battles for you, don't you think that you're just making yourself weaker? She looks down at herself then. Perhaps you have a point. But I would rather live through battle than die pointlessly in it. I'm scared of death. That's normal, isn't it? Only a fool would not be afraid of death. This is true. I've known quite a few people who did not fear death. Let's just say that they met her long before those were the who feared her. However, you must have the wisdom to understand what impact your choices have. If another person came, they probably would have let you leave alive. So just remember, warrior spirit, some good manners can get you places too. Right. If you want to threaten people for supplies still, then it would be wise for you not to do that here. You do not come into my town and threaten my subordinates. Do you understand me? Yes. Understood. Good. Head to the inn and get cleaned up. I will let you stay here if you do not cause any more problem. Very well. I promise I will not linger. She slowly picks herself up and heads out the shop entrance. So can I go now? I really need to catch up on sleep. Go ahead. I'm sorry I did not want this matter to bother you. We already have so much on our plate after all. Do not worry about it. My subordinate's safety is more important than the dungeon. Thank you, Yumi. Now that we have settled that, do you need anything? If I buy a cash at school, I can teach Sylvie that. And she is pretty strong, Sylvie, that's all. But at least that was all I had for Sakura Dungen this time then. Play it like and subscribe, and see you next time. BroFive!